Guys, hey, listing I will today be details of Hidden 5 to No Sense Make, which roughly I surprisingly did to them find hard. Certainly Eufen Luffen if you're looking but fields. I'm not so much larding onto loads if moving. Like that's me to jarring to the senses if there's a little detail that doesn't really make sense and you wrote it wrong, you know what I mean? Let's get into it. Starting off with number 5, we're bringing something back. I don't know if it's sexy, but it does involve someone's body, or rather something's body, meow. So you know that quest, Lost to the Ages, where you run around like a turkey trying to find that secret forge so you can build one of 3 Ethereum items? Yes, well, if you chose the shield, you'll know already what it does. If you're holding it, you can bash an enemy and it'll turn ethereal for 15 seconds. It cannot attack or be attacked while it is in this state. It's literally just like, dude, the hell did you do to my body? I can't feel anything. I can't feel the love of my wife or of my children.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, they just don't love me. Alright then. Yes, that's basically the experience of this shield. You create a lot of existential crises for the people, or the creatures that you don't like so much. But here's where it gets to make no sense. If you have this item, and then you do the quest Kind Sacred Trials, something very interesting will happen. And I'm not just talking about your friendly little visit with Froki up in the hills. Well, hello, Mr. Man, whose blade has been whetted. Don't suppose you can wet my blade too. By the way, that actually works really well because another meaning for wet is to excite or stimulate. So no matter how you spell it, you're still a perv. Also, Froki, you're a man. I couldn't see past you. I'm sorry. Yeah, why don't you just anoint me already so I can make a professional and a timely exit? So he anoints you with the symbol of the wolf. And then more importantly, the symbol of the crab and the skeever. Never before have you reached such high levels of nobility. Take this, parents. So you go and you find these special beasts, and you can see they're already in a spiritual form, so you wonder, what happens if I hit you with my ethereal shield? You do it, and it still shoots them into this like really freaky void, but once the 15 seconds is up, it actually brings their original body back to life. Like, somewhere deep in the void, it was like, I'm taking it back with me, damn it! And now you've somehow managed to turn a spirit into what looks like a living creature. It's weird. After a few seconds, the ethereal glow of the spirit, it will come back, but, like, it still hangs on the animal's regular body. It's very strange. And it's a bit of reverse identity here that I don't think the developers were anticipating. It's also funny because when you kill them, they still fall into ghostly remains, as if nothing ever happened. So, yeah, I don't know where that body is, or where it's going now, but wets my blade just thinking about it. Number 4, we have a serious trust issue with someone, because no matter what we do, they just will not believe us. This takes place during the quest The Horn of Jurgen Windcaller, and you meet Delphine for the first time. Turns out she is the secret contact. I don't know if I should revoke her of that title, though. Secretive. Because she literally opened the hidden wardrobe door directly in front of another traveler. There's me, I'm like, I had to play cleanup, like, dude, you didn't see anything, okay? This leaves this room, and I will wreck you. I literally found a way to torment an already dead mud crab, like, don't test me. So Delphine and I are talking about how I'm the last Dragonborn, and I'm like, yes, that is true. I'm a Dragonborn, and she's going, I hear you. I just don't know. Tell you what, I was invited to this thing tomorrow near Kinesgrove. I wasn't going to go, but apparently a dragon is going to come back to life. Why don't you join me? You know, like, come with me, we can see how you do. And you're like, Delphine, that's, like, I'm happy to join you as your +1, but, like, literally, let's just go outside. I can prove to you I'm a Dragonborn in a couple minutes. And she's just nodding to you, like, the whole time, like, yeah. While she grabs her full set of armor from an empty chest. What? Okay, so we go outside, and you'll never believe what's happening. A dragon is attacking Riverwood. And I'm like, this is perfect. I kill it very quickly. Okay, it falls down. I absorb its soul. I brush off my face. And she looks over at me from under the bridge, and she's like, I should mention to you that I'm nearsighted. And these dogs are becoming harder to fight. Let's keep moving. And I'm like, Delphine! Literally just absorbed No, okay. You know what? I'll do it. I'll just do it again, and this time you pay attention. So I wait around for a very long time, and finally, another dragon attacks. It's breathing fire all over the place. It's roaring. Delphine even gets right up to this one, so there's no mistaking it for anything other than a dragon. I start to absorb its soul, and she starts running away. And I'm like, Delphine, don't you fuck me on this! Turn your body around right now! Obviously, by the time I get in front of her, the magic is basically stopped at that point, and she just keeps on moving like nothing happened, so, okay. Take me to Kynesgrove, and we're gonna do it your way. Fine. So we get there. Salaknir gets risen from the grave. We fight. It's a pretty good fight. 10 out of 10, I would say. It's a fight. And then when he's dead, Delphine looks at me, and she's like, oh my God. You really are a Khajiit? Get out of my sight, you drug addict. And I'm like, Delphine, I swear to God. Number 3, why is Gaius Morrow allowed into Windhelm? Like, that can't be right, can it? He's literally the son of the Emperor's head of security, who's very much aligned with the Imperial Legion. What? So, this is an issue during the quest Breaching Security. See, the Dark Brotherhood wants you to kill this man because he's been sent by his father, Commander Morrow, to visit each of the holds and make sure, there isn't anything foul afoot that could somehow harm the Emperor while he visits Skyrim. Well, the Brotherhood thinks that if you kill him and then put an incriminating letter on his body, well, that's going to make it seem like he was actually working with the Stormcloaks to try and get the Emperor killed, and then it's like, oh, how lovely! Looks like the only assassination attempt on the Emperor has been thwarted, and it was the head of security's own son. Crazy, right? So you're like, I'm down to do this. You stalk Gaius until you find an appropriate spot to kill him. In fact, you'll get bonus points if you do it in one of the major cities. So you look at his schedule that you got from Dragonbridge, and it turns out on Tyrdis, he's going to be visiting Windhelm? ? Which is literally the main stronghold for the Stormcloak army. And in the note that we found in Gaius' schedule, Morrow literally says that he's notified these places that his son was coming. So ostensibly, he notified Ulfric Stormcloak that an Imperial was going to swing by his city and investigate, as much as he likes, in theory, like guard patterns, how many people they have inside, what the overall defenses are like, what Ulfric's throne room looks like. Really seems to me like Ulfric wouldn't be okay with any of this, and yet, there I am trying to kill him. Sure enough, everybody hates me for it. They're like, how dare you attack Commander Morrow's son? It's like, okay. I'm not the one who killed the last Emperor. Damn, literally pull your pants back up. Get your pants off the floor and put them back on yourself, Stormcloak. It's actually really interesting because the incriminating letter that we were gonna put on Gaius would actually make the whole thing work. That's what's crazy. If you read it, it basically says he's collaborating with a Stormcloak to plot an attack when the Emperor is most vulnerable, in which case it would make sense that, he's secretly visiting Windhelm to have a meeting with their army to, make, something like this happen. But again, we made it up. Gabriella from the Dark, she made it up. So again, not sure why everyone's okay with this visit. And it's not like he's dressed like a regular farmer, just having a nice stroll through the city. He's literally decked out in Imperial armor. He's got a damn Penitus Oculatus insignia on his chest. You can't miss the man. Morrow, why are you trying to get your son killed? I don't know. Morrow's a weird guy. He is. You know that speech he gives where he's like, I'm gonna wipe out all the Dark Brotherhood for God. Okay, well after that I went up to check on him and he's just standing there in the corner. And I'm like, do you need help getting down? Nothing. There isn't a door for you to walk out of. I could try to help you down. Nah, man, it just looks at me like, you egghead. You killed my son, you big egghead. All I ever wanted to do is keep him safe! Number 2, Meridia lets you help her with her Daedric quest, even if you're a vampire. Yeah, this is a new hand touches the beacon. That's the quest that we're talking about. It's the Daedric Prince Meridia. She wants you to cleanse her shrine of a foul darkness. And if it isn't already clear, she does not like the undead, right? In fact, she hates them. Like, her whole thing is about giving life and energy's infinity and anything that disrupts that, especially walking corpses and the necromancers that raise them. Oh, and vampires, that sort of thing, should be purged from Tamriel. So I'm thinking to myself, oh my gosh, great idea. I'll become the worst kind of vampire, literally a blood-starved vampire who's all white with beet red eyes. And that way, like, she'll never hide her beacon in one of my treasure chests and I'll never get annoyed. Wow, how funny that I should be in Movarth's lair when what do I find? A big, fat beacon. Which, by the way, okay, I understand by putting it in a vampire's lair, if someone is able to retrieve it, it's likely that they killed all the vampires in that place, and so they probably don't like them. And then they're showing their usefulness to Meridia, and she's like, oh cool, that's who I want to help me on this quest. But, like, conversely, the vampires could open that chest up at any point and just be like, oh my, wow, what is this really painful thing to look at? I'm just gonna break it. Like, for sure gonna bust this thing up. So yeah, that detail's also a bit wonky. But anyway, that's for another day. Meridia apparently wants me to be her champion. So she's saying things to me like, and I will make you the instrument of my cleansing light. And I'm like, oh no, that sounds awful. And then I go to see her and she's like, no, you don't understand. Let me show you my cleansing light. I'm like, Jesus, lady, you're burning my skin. Oh, it's better. All right, look, I'll kill all these corrupted shades. Okay, I don't discriminate, but I'm just surprised that you want me on board to do all of this, that's all. So you do what she wants. You kill Malkaran, you restore her guiding light, you go back to the shrine, she gives you another fat sunburn, and then just to mock you, she gives you a special sword that's really good at killing undead. And then sometimes it causes an explosion that's going to disintegrate any other nearby undead. So, thanks, thanks, Meridia. If I accidentally cut myself with this, I'm dead. At number 1, Hrogar holds a serious grudge, and you don't want to mess with him because he will find a way to screw you. You can encounter this after having done the quest Laid to Rest in Morthal. Hrogar, you secretly have feelings for a vampire! I know it's hard, I'm just irresistible. Oh, but you also have a vampire named Alva in your house, and she needs to die! Sorry, buddy. Alva! This is between you and me. I already killed your master Movarth for Meridia. You've got nothing left to live for. So you kill her. Oops. Happy days. Well, here's where it gets really messed up. If you decide to steal a bunch of crap from the house, and then you leave, and then you carry on with the rest of your life like nothing happened, there's a chance that Hrogar will send hired thugs to attack you at a random time in the future. That's obviously insane because we killed the only 2 people in that house who would have seen you taking anything. How could he possibly hire thugs as a dead body? And it's funny because this same idea is actually going to happen to you in other circumstances, or it can anyway. Like, for example, like you can get inheritance letters from certain bandits that you've killed. Like, it'll literally be like, we're sorry about your loss of, bandit highwayman. Insert the blank here. Yeah, you can also get inheritance letters from your friend that died literally 10 seconds ago from the battle that you're still currently in. Yeah, the post office system in these parts is definitely struggling. But apparently they take requests from the dead. That's okay. So if you kill Hrogar and steal from him, he's not going to let you get away with it. Now, something that could also be a possibility is that when you first enter his house, maybe you steal a bunch of stuff in front of him while he's still alive. Right? And then you kill him afterward. And so that would make more sense that the game sort of sends out a command that's like, oh, you're stealing in front of him. Right? He sees it. He's going to send, hired thugs after you. But you still end up killing him before he ever had a chance to leave his house and, write that damn thing. So neither one makes sense. And yet both of these methods has a chance of getting these thugs after you. Like, damn, guys, your employer is dead. I killed him. You can leave me alone. Stop touching me. And there you have it. 5 hidden details that make no sense in Skyrim. If you enjoyed the video, please like, comment, and subscribe. And down below, please tell me, is there something else you think I should add to this list? Alright, thank you very much for watching. I've actually said this once before, but videos that make no sense end with no sense.
shaking that ass, shaking that